The morning sun casts golden light over the still pond. The water reflects the sky, mirroring the quietude of the moment. Buddha sits beneath the Bodhi tree, his robe flowing with the gentle breeze. Disciples gather around, eager to receive his wisdom. He lifts a lotus flower, holding it between his fingers. Its petals unfold in delicate perfection, untouched by the muddy waters. "Look at this flower," Buddha says, his voice serene. It blooms despite its origins, untouched by the impurities surrounding it. The disciples gaze at the lotus, contemplating its beauty. Some see purity, others resilience. None yet grasp the true lesson. Buddha places the lotus on the water's surface. It floats effortlessly, undisturbed by the ripples created by the wind. "Life is like this pond," Buddha continues, his eyes reflecting the wisdom of ages. "Our thoughts create ripples, altering perception." A disciple steps forward, his expression troubled. "Master, how do we remain pure in a world full of suffering?" he asks. Buddha smiles, his gaze soft yet piercing. "You must be like the lotus, rooted in wisdom, rising above sorrow." The wind shifts, rustling the branches above. Leaves fall, drifting toward the water, their descent guided by unseen forces. "Attachment leads to suffering," Buddha says, watching the leaves. "To be free, one must learn to let go without resistance." The disciple bows his head, absorbing the words. He thinks of his desires, his fears, and the pain they create. Buddha reaches down, cupping water in his hands. "When you grasp, the water slips through your fingers," he explains. He releases the water, watching it return to the pond. "But when you open your palm, it remains, cradled in stillness." The disciples murmur, reflecting on his words. They see the truth, yet understanding remains just beyond their grasp. A heron glides over the pond, its wings spreading wide. It lands gracefully, standing motionless, its reflection undisturbed. Buddha points to the bird, his voice calm. "See how it does not fight the wind. It moves with it, effortlessly." The heron lifts one foot, pausing in perfect balance. "Inner peace is like this," Buddha continues. "It is found in effortless harmony." The disciple who questions suffering kneels, his breath slow. "I see now, Master. Peace is not avoidance but acceptance." Buddha nods, his expression full of quiet joy. "Yes, my child. By embracing each moment, you free yourself from sorrow." The pond ripples as a fish surfaces, breaking the mirror like reflection. "Disturbance is inevitable," Buddha says, "but clarity returns." His gaze moves over each disciple, searching their eyes. "You are the lotus, the water, the wind. Everything flows within you." Silence falls over the gathering. The lesson has been spoken, but its true meaning lingers, waiting to blossom in each heart. The sun shifts, casting elongated shadows over the earth. The disciples bow, their minds filled with unspoken understanding. Buddha stands, his hands clasped. "Let this moment be carried within you," he says. "Do not speak it, live it." The lotus floats, untroubled, untouched. The lesson remains, not in words, but in the quiet transformation of those who have heard. The disciples rise, walking away in silence. They are changed, though they may not yet know how. The pond remains, the lotus still resting upon its surface. The wind whispers through the trees, carrying the wisdom onward. Buddha smiles, his gaze drifting to the horizon. "Wisdom is like the sky," he whispers to himself. "It cannot be grasped, only known." The sun continues its journey, and the world turns. The lesson of silence moves with it, forever unfolding. Another day, another teaching. The sky stretches endlessly, a canvas of quiet wisdom. The disciples gather, waiting for the Buddha's words. He stands beneath the great banyan tree, his presence calm. The wind moves through the leaves, carrying whispers of understanding. A young monk steps forward, his expression troubled. Master, what is the sound of one hand clapping? He asks. The Buddha does not answer. He lifts his hand, fingers spread, open to the sky. Silence fills the space between them. The monk watches, searching for meaning. His breath slows, his mind reaching beyond thought, beyond expectation. Buddha lowers his hand, placing it upon the earth. Listen not to what is spoken, but to what remains, he says. The monk furrows his brow, unsure. His mind grasps for sound, but only the wind answers. He kneels, seeking understanding. Buddha looks upon him with kindness. The world speaks in many ways. Words are only one path, he says. A leaf falls from the tree, tumbling in the air. It lands softly, untouched by resistance. The Buddha watches. See how the leaf does not question the wind. He asks. It moves with it, allowing itself to be carried. The monk studies the leaf, his breath deepening. Master, I do not understand. How can silence hold wisdom? Buddha kneels beside him, placing a hand upon the ground. Wisdom does not come from seeking. It comes from being. The monk closes his eyes, listening. The rustling of leaves, the distant call of a bird. The world hums, alive. Buddha smiles, his voice soft. You hear, yet you do not hear. The answer is already within you. The monk presses his palms together, bowing. I wish to understand. Master, how do I find the sound that is not sound? Buddha rises, his robes moving gently. You do not find it. You let it find you. The monk remains kneeling, unmoving. His heart stills, his mind loosens its grip. He waits, not seeking, but listening. The banyan tree stands tall, its roots deep within the earth. Its wisdom stretches across time, silent yet eternal. Buddha places a hand upon the tree's trunk. This tree does not speak, yet it teaches. Have you learned? The monk opens his eyes, looking upon the tree. His breathing slows, his thoughts quiet. He nods, understanding at last. Buddha turns to the other disciples, his gaze filled with peace. Each moment speaks. Silence is the language beyond words. The wind shifts, carrying away the fallen leaf. It moves freely, unburdened, without struggle. The monk watches it go. He stands, his heart light. Master, I see now. Silence is not empty. It is full of everything. Buddha nods, pleased. Yes, my child. In silence, all things reveal themselves. The disciples bow, their minds open to the lesson. The sound of one hand clapping has been heard, not through ears, but through presence. Another day, another teaching. The sky remains endless, carrying its wisdom upon the wind. Another day, another teaching. The sky glows with the warmth of dawn, painting the earth in soft hues of gold and amber. Buddha sits upon a stone beneath the old fig tree, his gaze steady, his breath calm. Disciples gather, seeking wisdom. He holds an empty bowl before them, turning it slowly. The clay is smooth, its shape formed with precision and care. What is emptiness? He asks, his voice gentle, yet firm. Silence follows, the question lingering in the morning air. A disciple steps forward, studying the bowl. It is nothing, he says. It holds no food, no water, no weight. Buddha nods, lifting the bowl higher. Yet it is filled with space, possibility, and the potential to hold anything, he says. The disciples exchange glances, pondering his words. Emptiness, once perceived as absence, now carries meaning beyond their understanding. A bird lands upon a branch, its song breaking the quiet. Buddha listens, then places the bowl upon the ground. To grasp is to lose, he says. His hands open. To empty oneself is to receive everything without resistance. The disciple who spoke kneels, his brow furrowed. Master, how do we live without clinging to desire? He asks. Buddha smiles, pointing to the wind. Does the wind cling? It moves freely, carrying nothing, leaving nothing behind. The disciple bows his head, watching the leaves dance. He sees their movement, effortless and fluid, without attachment or resistance. Buddha lifts a handful of earth, letting it fall. Life flows like this. You do not stop it, you move within it. Another disciple speaks, his voice hesitant. Master, if emptiness holds all things, does it not also contain suffering? Buddha looks upon him, his gaze deep. Suffering arises when one resists. In acceptance, even suffering becomes a lesson. The disciple presses his palms together, thinking of his hardships. He sees now that struggle only deepens the pain. Buddha dips his fingers into a nearby stream, watching the water swirl around his hand. Flow with life, and you will find peace. The disciples sit in stillness, absorbing the lesson. Emptiness, once feared, now holds the promise of wisdom. Buddha stands, looking upon each disciple. Be like this bowl. Hold without grasping, receive without clinging, and you will be free. Another day, another teaching. The bowl remains empty, yet within its emptiness, all things are contained. What if she falls into hardship? What if she suffers for her choices? The Buddha traced a pattern upon the ground. Suffering is a teacher, just as joy is. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.